Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who's new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is going to be again makeup releases, sneak peeks, everything that has been promised and has maybe let us down or not. So that's what we're going to do today. And of course, as always, you find all my sources and everything I'm talking about and the original creator Samantha March in the description box down below. Also my makeup and everything that I'm putting on. So and without further ado, we're gonna go right into it. I have my iced coffee here, which I'm going to sip while I'm talking because it is summer and it is hot. It is hot, and I have stopped using my fan. I'm trying. I just had it on like right up until now, but I just hate it when it's on while I'm filming. So the audio is terrible, so I'm not gonna do that anymore. Anyway, so let's just go right into it. And I think again I have a nice selection of what I liked and what I didn't like. There are a few things that have been released this week that I on purpose do not want to mention, and just in case what you're thinking, why is she not talking about it, it's probably because I chose not to. Alright, and besides that, let me just go to the side and then we'll start talking. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to mention is this release here from MAC, and this is the Fix Plus setting spray summer collection kind of a thing, which is really cute. I actually by myself have not tried Fix Plus yet. We do have MAC in my country. It's super expensive, and the amounts of setting sprays that I use, I would just spend my whole salary on setting sprays. So as you probably know, I do make my own setting spray, which I really like, and so that's what I do. Anyway, so these are here. Let me just check for you what the kinds are. Okay, so there is one that is watermelon scented, one that is pineapple, cucumber, white tea, and I think it's peony scented, and it comes with an sun protection factor of 30, which is good. And I do like the packaging, though I never buy anything just for the packaging. I think though it's very cute, and I just wanted to show you. I don't think I have a price, but I'm sure it's gonna be a lot. All right, next thing I wanted to show you is super exciting for me, because I do believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe that I spoke about this a couple of weeks ago when I talked about whatever Emby boutique release that was, and I said it would be so cool if she would come out with an all yellow palette. Now, have I been dreaming this, or is this true? I cannot go back and look at the footage, but now she came out with this. This is new on her Etsy, and this is the Yellow and Gold's vegan eyeshadow palette. Ha! I love this. I'm waiting for a yellow palette, and I'm sure ColourPop is going to come out soon, and I'm sure, wait, there was another one. There was another one who just posted the outer packaging, and they're planning to come out with an all yellow palette. I'm not 100% sure which one that was, but I'm going to talk about it once it's live, once they're actually showing us the product and not just the outer packaging. So anyway, so this is lovely. I think this is really lovely, and this could be such a good companion, even if you're just wearing neutrals. This as a companion palette, you can do such lovely looks with this, together with warm browns, with cold browns, or together with a dark red or Bordeaux shades, or even dark greens. This could be so lovely, or purple, Anyway, so this is really lovely. I love this. And let me just skip to the other one. There is another one here. This is the new Super Sparkle Foiled Eyeshadow Palette. She's killing me with those long names. But anyway, I really love that one too, because I just love the selection of the eyeshadows that she put in there. I think it's really nice with the purples and the blues and the orange. I'm so into oranges these days, and also that very bright pink corally shade in the middle to the right. I love this. So anyway, just wanted to show you. This is so funny. When I saw this yellow palette, I thought, no, did I really think that I spoke about this? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so let's just go back to my place where I wanted to continue. Okay, so next thing on my list here It's from Tracy's Powder Room, and this is a highlighter, and I thought I really want to show you this one because it's so pretty. I have myself never heard of Tracy's Powder Room, so that is again a new brand that is for me. It's new, and she has apparently come out with a couple of highlighters. So this one here is a warm pink and coral, and I think this is lovely. It's so pretty, and if you're not new here, you know I'm looking for like a peachy coral highlighter, but you know what, when I see this is it sort of leans more towards the pink, I think, but it has a very beautiful coral peachy kind of a shift. I love this one. It's very beautiful. So that is Tracy's Powder Room. New brand for me. Maybe you know it. Let me know if you did know that already, or if you own something from Tracy's Powder Room. I think this is really pretty. Okay, the next thing is from Nomad Cosmetics, and maybe you know that Nomad Cosmetics is doing releases in the shape of, how do you say that, in the shape of places. You know, they had like Berlin, and they had other places that they named palettes after, or releases after, or collections after. So this is the Welcome to Tokyo Harajuku, I don't know how to say that, palette. It comes with 10 highly pigmented eyeshadows, 5 unique multi-chrome toppers for a sheer prismatic color effect, 15 kawaii shades, I don't know what that is, inspired by the wild creativity of the trendy Tokyo youth, infused with camellia japonica oil to make your skin soft and silky smooth. Anyway, so this is of course a very pastel-y palette. When I look at this, I immediately think of the Creepy Cute palette, even though the Creepy Cute palette is much more smaller, but this sort of, it looks very much into that direction. I like it. Would I buy it? Probably not, because I do have a pastel palette, which is the Blossom palette from Blush Tribe. I would like though to try new brands. So, but this is really nice. I really do like this. Do I have a price? I don't think I have a price. Anyway, so this is this palette, the Tokyo. Have a coffee, Leorah. So this is the Welcome to Tokyo Harajuku palette. All right, the brands have to make it easier for me. I'm twisting my tongue here. All right, so this is Climatrix Cosmetics. It's the Sandra Rose palette, and this one has been sneak peeked. I think that must have been something like 6 months ago, where they just sneak peeked the, maybe it was 6 months ago. You know, because I remember myself talking about this, where they just sneak peeked the outer packaging with those roses, and we were all like wondering what's gonna be. So this is the Sandra Rose palette, and am I mixing this up now? I don't know. Am I mixing this up now? Because there has been that palette sneak peek at the beginning of the year, and then I did not hear anything about that anymore. And then she came out, I think, with this beautiful, I think it was 9 pans, just blues, because I think the mother of the owner had passed away, and she did that palette in remembering her mom, because her mom's favorite color was blue. So, and I think this is the palette that was supposed to be, and didn't come because the mother passed away, which I'm really sorry for. Anyway, so this is that palette. I hope I'm not telling you something wrong here, but this, I think this is how I understand the whole thing. And it retails for $52, which is 75 Australian dollars, because Climatrix is an Australian indie brand. And 5% of each palette will go to the Starlight Children's Foundation of Australia, which is really nice. So the color scheme itself is of course a little bit like darker, murky kind of a thing. For me personally, I don't know if I need that, probably not, but it's a nice palette nonetheless, and I really like when brands do that they're like a share of the palettes, or of the proceeds. This one say that the money, you know, goes to some kind of good cause. So that's really nice. The next thing I wanted to update you on is the Willy Wonka Exploders and the Galaxy Dust Shadows from Darina Cosmetics. First of all, I've spoken about that maybe 3 weeks ago or something. It's beautiful. I love them. I want them so bad. they got sold out like this, you know, and now she has restocked them, and I'm so happy for her. I'm so sorry for myself because I'm not gonna get them, but they're so pretty. I love them. They retail each one for $8, but you can buy the bundles for $49, and there are also discount codes available. They are so pretty. So if you want them, go ahead and like order it fast, because I'm sure this is gonna sell out very, very fast, as it is a lot of these beautiful things from these brands like Davina Cosmetics and Cleonat Cosmetics sell out like this. So if you want this, now is the time to order this. Okay, next thing I wanted to update you on actually is Morphe. And if you remember, last week we spoke about that palette where I just included a picture of, it looked like a screenshot, or not a screenshot, a picture of a newspaper article. And with that new palette that is called, it's called the Hotspot Artistry Palette 35H. Hotspot Artistry Palette, and we said it was going to retail for $24 and all of that, and now we have the real picture. So honestly, now that I see the real picture, it is way more boring than the one on last week. That artist, you know, the picture from last week, because last week the reds were way more red, and now it was like it felt like there was a bigger range of red, and overall I had the impression that it was a 2/3 red kind of a palette and 1/3 blue. Now we see that it is 1/3 blues, more or less, but then there are like 4 reds and the rest is browns. So that makes this palette useless for me, and it's just sad because that's a disappointment. But just wanted to update you, because if you wanted to get this according to the last picture and you wanted to have those colors, then you might be disappointed. So I just wanted to update you on that. Then there is another update on Milani Cosmetics, where we spoke about last time about that sneak peek, the Celestial Highlighter Palette, and now I have the whole picture here, and it is really, really beautiful. I love this. Already last time when we saw just 1.5 shades, and it was sort of like half covered in shadows and like that, and now this we see this, it's beautiful. I love this, and it's sort of like marble kind of a thing. I really, really like this. Do I have swatches? Yes, I do. I'm going to include a picture of the swatches here too. It looks a little bit like it is not very finely milled, which I personally have not a problem with at all. I like this. I mean, I can go this way or that way. I have absolutely no problem either way. So love it. Really beautiful. Next thing I wanted to share with you is actually again a brand that I have not been following yet up until now, or not been knowing about. I have not known about it. I don't know. Something like that. And this is called Stilazzi. It's Stilazzi, and Stilazzi is collaborating with Jordan Liberty, and I think, let me just check this for you. Yes, Jordan Liberty is a makeup artist and photographer, and he has a collaboration with Stilazzi, and he came out with this eyeshadow palette, which is the Dark Room, and I think this is really, really nice. It is interesting, you know, it is dark because it's the, you know, it's according to the name of the palette. It is super true to the whole concept, plus there is a story behind it, and I want to read that for you if I can find it. Wait, where is it? There is a lot of meaning behind the name. Jordan put his life story in a palette. So now is a quote from Jordan. The name bears such special meaning for me, not just because it references my work as a photographer. This entire project is a celebration of my life after cancer. Beauty coming out of darkness. The shades are all inspired by my world tour, meeting followers and fellow artists around the world. I think this is really, really nice. Also the story behind it, that there is so much of his heart and his life in the palette, and I love this. I think this is how it should be. If I were to create palettes, and girls, this is my plan. I'm gonna go there. I want to do this at some point, you know. I want to create makeup. I want to do this. I'm really, really, really like giving birth to the idea. So but that is still in my personal dark room. Just that's my personal sneak peek here. Anyway, so this is 18 shades of 9 warm and 9 cool tones, and it's a mix of metallics and mattes and intense metallics and sheer shifter shades. And yeah, so that retails for $39. It's cruelty free, and again, you can have you can use codes to get like 25% off and things like that. And it will be available from June 25th on. Oh, my tongue twisters. Anyway, so this is really, really nice. I like this a lot, even though there are like 4 very neutral shades in there, which I don't really need, because I don't need any transition shades ever. So, but I don't know. I just love this idea that he put his life into it, and he did not just throw something into this collaboration which really doesn't mean anything, because sometimes it really feels that influencers or creators do exactly that. And this actually feels real and raw and life. It feels like life, you know? And yeah, God bless him, really. Anyway. Next thing is, again, we're gonna go back to Milani. They're coming out with these 2 eyeshadow palettes. So one of them is, let me just get this right, one of them is Gilded Noir, which is the black covered palette, and then the other one is the Gilded Rouge palette, which is the red covered palette. There are 16 shades in them. They retail for $19.99. And color story wise, I don't know if it is so super spectacular. I would maybe more lean towards the Gilded Rouge palette. Is it super special? I don't think so. It's not ugly at all. It's nice. It's just that I by now have enough that this doesn't blow me off my chair. So just wanted to show you this is out there, and it's not super expensive. So if you want to invest in you know, maybe some colors, that might be your thing. I also don't own anything from Milani, so I don't know how their quality is, but I actually have heard nice things about Milani. Next thing I wanted to mention is from Dominique Cosmetics, and the creator, I think she's an influencer also. I don't follow her, but I think her name is Kristen Dominique, and she has come out now with the Rustic Glam eyeshadow palette, which is now available at Sephora. It retails for $44, and there is a brush set for, it looks like eye brushes. Yes, eye brushes available. They are now available for pre-order, and you can buy them as a bundle for $45 or each one for $12. Anyway, so let's just talk about this palette a little bit. So this is of course a neutral palette with like 2 pops of colors, which I considered like the 2 blues is like just 1 color, and then that very, very nice what is that? It's like a dark fuchsia. That is actually a very nice color. One of my most favorite colors. Is that palette super spectacular? No. But, you know, it is interesting though. It's interesting. I don't know how that name though relates to the palette. Why is that Rustic Glam? I don't understand that. But it's not a bad palette, honestly. I'm surprising myself. Anyway, so it's not a bad palette. I would not buy it because, again, it doesn't add anything super spectacular to my collection, and I think for the most part I want super spectacular now. The brushes look okay. I don't know why they are just super white. I don't know if that is the smartest thing to do when you come out with makeup brushes, because they get stained so bad, especially when you're working with white material. So I don't know if I would personally do that, if I would come out with brushes, but yeah, so that's what it is. Okay, the next thing I'm showing you really more because of the lashes. So this is a collaboration between Sephora and Lily Lashes, and I have 3 Lily Lashes, like 3 pairs of Lily Lashes in my collection that I have been given by my best friend. And actually these lashes that are in this collection here, I have them, and that's why I'm gonna show this to you. So these are the 3D Mink Lash Miami style lashes. They retail for $30. I would never ever buy something like this by myself. So I'm so glad that I got them from my friend. Thank you. So because they're beautiful. They're beautiful. Lily Lashes, amazing. Though this is my only high-end lash brand that I've ever tried. So I can't really, I have to be honest here, I cannot compare it to any other high-end brand. But for me, this is such luxury that it took me weeks and weeks to even start wearing them, because I didn't want to touch them. I didn't want them to, you know, ever leave my life ever again. All right, so so the part of that collection is of course a face palette that you can see there, and also liquid lipsticks. And that's really all there is to say. The face palette is $36, the lip set is $34, and yeah, and the lash is $30. Oh, wow. This is so expensive. All right, next thing is L'Oreal. I wanted to mention this because I potentially would be able to get this in my country, because we do have L'Oreal in our drugstores, but we have the same products from L'Oreal for the last 5 years. There has been nothing added, nothing new. It's all the same. We don't ever get any new things. So, but this anyway is a limited edition, and I think it's, yeah, it's exclusive to Walmart. It's exclusive to Walmart. It's the summer 2019 edition, and I think especially the oh man, sorry, especially the blushes. Do I have, yeah, I have close-ups of the blushes, so I'm gonna include the close-ups now. I think this looks really nice. It looks like there is a highlighter in the middle of the blush, which would make it then, if this is not printed on the lid itself, that could also be. Does it say anything here? Wait. Shimmering blushes. Okay, yeah, so this is going to be shimmery, so there might be that inner circle that you see there is probably going to be a highlighter, and then it mixes in with the blush. And I think this is really pretty, and I wish it would come here, because it's nice. I want this, you know, not for the bronzer. I don't need another bronzer for probably another 3 years, because I'm just using up what I have. But this is really nice. I like the blushes, because there is that pinky one, and there is one that it leans more towards the peach, and I really want both of them. Yeah. Anyway, they will retail for $10, those blushes. I would be buying this if that would come here, but it will not. Okay, next thing. For that, I need to have some coffee first, because this is a killer. Okay, let me just put this here, and let's take a moment of silence. Breathe. Clam light. I don't know. I'm gonna include a close-up of the palettes, because you know what? If this would not be stupid pizza slice palettes, the color scheme of the palettes of those slices themselves would be nice, especially the green one. I would love this one, you know? But the fact that, again, it is pizza. It is pizza. It's so annoying. Can we just please stop this trend? And you know what else really bugs me? Is that I seem to be so alone in the whole YouTube community to hate this. I don't understand. All the YouTubers that do those kind of videos that I'm watching love this. I don't get it. I really don't. I hate this. I hate this thing that it's food. Can't you just stop it? It's like me, I'm so frustrated with this. They have limited themselves to this niche, and why would they do that as a brand? Can't they just get over it? I think they have been riding this train now for, I don't know, it must be like 7-8 months now, and it's enough. We had enough of this, really. Moving on. All right, next thing is from Sample Beauty, and they're coming out with those 4 palettes. So I actually, of course, I do like the Bright palette. That is, wait, I'm gonna include the picture of the Bright palette here. And I also like the, which one is that? The Oceanic Hydrographic palette. So these are of course totally my color schemes. The other two are way too neutral for me, obviously. I do love those palettes a lot, the other two, the colorful ones, though I do feel that there is a little bit lacking in those palettes because it is massive, I don't know. What do you think? Do you feel like there is maybe some color range missing, that they are just very much leaning towards the dark? But maybe that is exactly what they're doing, and they just say, you know, combine it with something else. Because, for example, that hydrographic palette, the one with the blue, green, and purple, is especially, you know, the only lighter shade there is that light green. And while this is super, super beautiful, and it's sort of leaning towards the Pinky Rose Cosmetics Exotic Peacock palette, which I love like crazy. It's just, this color combination is unbeatable. It so speaks to me very much. Anyway, so I would probably go for this palette, and maybe also for the other one, the Brights palette, because I'm still looking for my perfect neon kind of a palette, and that could be it. I would not buy the whole bundle. So you can of course buy them separately, you can buy them as a bundle. And is that already available? Yes, it is already available, and it's beautiful. Very, very nice. All right, I think this is it for today. I think we made it through. That was not so much today. That's actually really, really nice. So I'm not gonna spend a million hours to edit, and I really love this. So what are my favorites today? I would say my favorites today, definitely that yellow and gold palette from Emby Boutique. Then I would say the Nomad Cosmetics Welcome to Tokyo Harajuku palette, which is really, really nice. I would not get it because I don't need so many pastel shades, and I have already that that palette that has a lot of pastel shades, so I wouldn't get it, but it is really, really nice. And I really did like the Stilazzi collaboration with Jordan Liberty. I don't think I would buy it because overall it is probably a little bit too dark for me, but it is really, really nice. And maybe I'm more in love with the story behind it, him surviving cancer and all of that. Maybe it's more that than anything else. Then of course there are the Davina shades, which are so beautiful, and I just wish I could have everything. But yeah. And then of course the last release that I just mentioned, the what was it called? Hydrographic palette and the Immensity palette, which is the bright one. They are also very, very pretty. The fail, of course, that is super, super obvious, is Glamlight. I just can copy and paste Glamlight in every week almost. That is my super fail. And what else is my fail? I think this is it. I think Glamlight cannot be topped. By no means. All right, so that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I did. I will see you here tomorrow for another video, and tomorrow is going to be that second video where I already told you last week that that's going to be that second one that I recorded with my fan blowing, but that's going to be the last one. I had pre-filmed that obviously, and yeah, so I'm going to release that tomorrow. It's going to be a tutorial for a blue half-cut crease that has been requested by one of you. And besides that, I hope you're going to have an awesome day. Let me know what you like this week in the new makeup releases or not, and go ahead and sparkle. Remember that you're loved, and up until tomorrow, hugs and kisses. Bye.